So I just got done making that deliciously creamy risotto, but this pot is a mess. Normally I would soak this, but with Dawn Power Wash, I just do a spray, wipe, and rinse. I'm using less water, which is great because it's sustainable, it's great for our environment, and I'm finished in no time. Hey friends, I'm Priyanka Naik, a self-taught vegan chef and TV host. And spring is one of my favorite seasons. The farmers markets are just blooming with beautiful carrots like these. I love these carrots so much, and especially these carrot tops, that I made a Carrot-Top Pesto Risotto. Yup, these are edible and they're delicious. Stick around so you can see how you can make it. This is just some low-sodium vegetable broth that we want to get simmering. So we're gonna set a large pot on the stove, medium-low flame. We're gonna add in some olive oil. We're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. Once that gets heated up, we're gonna add in our chopped yellow onion. The first thing I actually wanna add to this is some of the garlic and a good pinch of salt. The next thing we wanna add is some of the red chili flakes. And let's also add some cracked black pepper. So funny enough, I grew up eating a lot of risotto. Yes, I'm Indian, but I grew up on Staten Island, which makes me pretty much half Italian, so I feel like I'm qualified in this subject matter. I think there's a few misconceptions around risotto, that it's labor intensive. As a self-proclaimed lazy chef, it's super easy to make, and it actually takes a long time to cook and gradually builds its consistency, so you can walk away and come back to it. So see, the onions are slightly golden now, and this is a really good color. So our next step is adding the arborio rice. Toast it up slightly with the onions. We want that nutty flavor to come out. And then we're gonna add in our wine. Use a wine that you would drink, and also use a dry white wine. We're gonna add that in. I love that sizzle. Back and forth, you don't see any of the liquid bleeding in. That means we're ready for our broth. You can see a lot of that buildup of the creaminess, the starchiness of the risotto. While this simmers, we're gonna make the Carrot-Top Pesto. So when you get carrots at the farmer's market, they're long and they have all these tops to them, and most of the time they're discarded. But I found them to be super flavorful, earthy, delish. Why not make a pesto out of it? We're going to put in just the top portion. And to that, we're gonna add some almonds, chili flakes, lemon juice, half a cup of olive oil. So when we're coming down to the last bit of vegetable broth, the easiest thing to do is just lift it and pour it. The last thing we need to add is another little pat of butter. And this is gonna add the nice glossy finish at the end. Scoop this out into a bowl. Now, when you go to the farmer's market, you can buy all of the carrot tops, just all of them. We're gonna take this food processor over to the sink. I really like to clean as I cook because I don't want anything dirty and sitting around. This food processor is super oily, so I'm gonna use Dawn Power Wash because it's great on grease. Spray, wipe, and then we're gonna rinse. And look at that, no grease. So now I can go back to my risotto. Let's make our carrots now. The final element. We want a large skillet. We have a variety of beautiful carrots from the farmer's market, and we want to heat up some olive oil. So we have our full carrot, and we have our Carrot-Top Pesto. Zero waste. I just love the color. They're so pretty. We basically just wanted to get a nice char on the outside and fork tender on the inside. So we're gonna hit it with some salt and some black pepper. That's all that's going on this. We've charred our carrots, and look how gorgeous these are. We're at the most exciting part, plating. A bed of our beautiful risotto. And next, we wanna top it with our beautiful charred carrots. How gorgeous is this? For our final touch, the Carrot-Top Pesto. This really feels like springtime on a platter. Sometimes you just have to marvel at your own creations. But enough photos, I gotta take a bite. Is that not the perfect bite? The risotto cooked to perfection. Creamy, al dente, but the carrots are fork tender on the inside, charred, and that carrot pesto just brings it all together with that brightness and freshness. So good. It's comfort, it's springtime, it's freshness, all in one dish.